Hi there, I'm Gavin Larsen. I used to play a bit of cricket for New Zealand back in the day, and now I'm working for the ICC Cricket World Cup 2015. Remember me?
Gavin Larsen's playing days may be over, but he's still very much involved in the game he loves and which gave him a wonderful career spanning more than a decade at international level. He is now putting his considerable experience, knowledge and passion for the game to good use as part of the Local Organising Committee for the ICC Cricket World Cup 2015. We caught up with Larsen in his hometown of Wellington, where he gave us a tour of the office in which the planning team is gearing up for the ICC's flagship event.
G'day guys, welcome to the bunker, the home of Cricket World Cup 2015 here in New Zealand. We're in Wellington and we're in the middle of the CBD. So come on inside, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey, and we'll introduce you to a few of the guys that are going to make Cricket World Cup happen. Okay guys, here we are. No better place to start than with the boss, Therese Walsh, head of Cricket World Cup New Zealand. Come on through, have a look in her office. And if you just sneak around here, she's a very busy lady, but if you just glance into her office, there she is there. Hi. This is our volunteer hub. Look at them, busy at work. Now we hit the absolute hub of the wheel. This is the operations area. This is my area. Come through. Now, cricket operations. We've got Chris over here. Sharon McGowan in the corner. Team services, looks after all the team schedules. More operations through this way. And again, look how busy they all are. So we've got IT. These guys will make sure all the mobile phones and computers are working. This is our little marketing team. You know, a few vacant desks at the moment, but obviously they're all involved in meetings as well. So that's it. That's the journey. Level 11, ground floor, here in Wellington, and the whole setup is pretty much replicated across the ditch in Melbourne in the Aussie office.
Larsen is an excellent fit in his role as cricket operations manager for the tournament, having represented New Zealand in 3 consecutive ICC Cricket World Cups and subsequently assumed the post of CEO of Cricket Wellington. With much of the event taking place in his own backyard, we asked him what he was hoping to achieve as an integral part of the Local Organising Committee.
I want our venues to be absolute world class, and from a cricket ops point of view, that's the pitches and the training facilities and the outfields and doing what we need to do so that the players have the ability to perform on the big stage. We want to see great pitches that can produce exciting cricket. So I think the days of the low, slow New Zealand pitches, back in the early to mid 90s, they're gone, and we're now producing top quality pitches. And my job is to make sure that we're working with all the turf teams around the country and to make sure those pitches are presented at world class level.
Away from cricket, Larsen owns a pizza shop in Wellington. He assures us that he doesn't need the dough himself and that deliveries are always right on line. In his heyday, Larsen played a key role in New Zealand reaching the semi-final of the ICC Cricket World Cup 1999, the Black Caps' best performance in the competition to date. Unfortunately for them though, they were frustrated at the last hurdle in their attempt to reach what would have been a showcase final against Australia.
Very disappointing. We'd had a good tournament, but we were undone again by a Pakistan team that played very well on the day, and unfortunately through my time they were regularly our nemesis. Okay, lads, how you going?
As a bowler, Larsen was renowned for his economy, accuracy and consistency. He may not have been spectacular, but he was invariably difficult to score runs off, an important quality for a bowler, particularly in the one-day game.
For some reason I just had that ability to be able to put the ball there or thereabouts. And I wanted to be frugal. I didn't like going for runs, and whilst other bowlers, they want to bowl the miracle ball and take wickets. Of course I did, but my skill was really about being metronomic and not going for runs. So I knew that was my role, and I just had to you know, come in, and the key to me was also making sure you hit the deck hard and hit the splice of the bat. If you bowled along the pitch at the sort of pace that I bowled at, you would travel big time.
Larsen's attributes as a bowler meant that he was well suited for the one-day game, featuring in no less than 121 ODIs. Perceived as something of a specialist in the shorter format, Larsen only played in 8 tests, but he has no regrets whatsoever when looking back at his playing career.
I deem myself to be very, very lucky, you know, to have been asked to play for my country and to, you know, knock off as many games as I did over a good decade was just fantastic. You know, I got to see the world and you know, play against some fantastic players and teams. And look, honestly, sometimes I pinch myself, you know, little fella from Onslow in Wellington, you know, sort of ends up on the world stage and playing in some of the great stadiums again and bowling to the Tendulkars and Laras of this world. Wow, what can you say?
As a player, he bore the nickname of the Postman because in the middle he always delivered. Gavin Larsen's current ambition will demand something equally special as he looks to play his part in delivering the best ICC Cricket World Cup the competition has ever seen.